LEC week 3 day 1 Splice versus SO4. So quickly going into draft, a little bit interesting. They choose to give over Aatrox over Urgot, so they chose only Aatrox and Urgot were up. They banned out the Urgot, said Splice, here you go, here's Aatrox. We will pick Rise Ezreal 1-2 and be fine. Response is Sejuani Braum, and then Olaf. So nothing too surprising. They do ban Kaisa Vayne, so that does limit the champion pool for ADs. I'm expecting maybe like a Sivir or Varus. But they have Aatrox, so maybe I'm expecting Sivir. And Sivir into Ezreal's a pretty free matchup. They go Gragas. So Gragas into Braum traditionally isn't the best. They go Ornn top. How's Ornn versus Rise? I have no idea. But they do have the Olaf, so that does keep the Rise safe if the Rise does go top. And they go LeBlanc. So it is Rise top versus Ornn, LeBlanc versus Aatrox mid. And they go Varus. So interesting they went for the Varus this game. Ezreal to cleanse. I would say a lot of this game is probably up to how Olaf pressures the map, because this Rise is definitely going to feel a lot of pressure once Ornn is 6. And bot lane, you are running this Gragas, so E-flash bot lane with an Olaf gank sounds pretty devastating. And you also have LeBlanc mid, so Olaf really has a lot of tools in all of these lanes, and he has like top lane to watch out for. So Olaf did 3 camp base for early Predator and run straight bottom. I'm surprised he's not going around. He's got to know there's no ward. Why isn't you flashing him? What? You had so many options, dude. Is this guy not dead on the screen? Look how close he is. Yeah, you just gotta go earlier. So Sejuani's feeling really good right now. The Olaf spent a lot of time bottom. He is gonna be able to pat bot to top to clear all of his camps. Bot to top. Sejuani goes for a gank himself, is seen on the Poro. So he just needs to get to his bot jungle. What? No way. That's so unacceptable. Did he just get baited by Ornn building an item? Alright, so Sejuani gets an assist. It's good for the Ornn. He needs to get to his bot jungle. Olaf's not there, so that's fine. Olaf is up CS now, just because he cleared all of his camps, but once the Sejuani also clears his camps, he'll be fine. So many pauses in LEC. So he's looking top. So Olaf is here. I was about to say, so Ornn is 6, Rise has no flash. I'm super scared for this guy. But Olaf is kind of close. I feel like if they're really patient for this play, like everyone in the world knows Ornn's getting level 6 off this wave. It's 6 minutes. So if you're just patient, like Olaf eventually can't just stay top forever. He's running an Ezreal Gragas bottom. His bot camps are going to respawn soon because he had to go bot to top after they saw him bot side. They don't kill him. Or an ulti Sejuani flash. Rise can now play the game. Olaf can go back to his bot side. He gets the crab too. So you got to be a little bit more patient with these plays. Schalke is obviously going to call out. Ornn's going to be 6. Like, I'm literally going to die unless you're not here, Olaf. So he has no choice but to be there. So, Varus Braum's still doing pretty well. Braum has no flash. Ezreal, no flash. 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 No flash LeBlanc's doing pretty well mid lane. Up 12 CS. Alright, they see Sejuani bottom. He clears the ward. Going back mid. He's probably going to see the pink as well. So clearing out a lot of the vision from Shulk. Kind of scared for this Aatrox. Another pause. All right. Did he interrupt the first W damage? Oh, it hit. Alright, so Aatrox is low. He's basing. Didn't Olaf just see him base? Is still going for this? Isn't this just a 3v3 dragon? Alright, so Ryze has no TP. Ornn has no TP. Olaf sees it. No. I'm really shocked they went for this dragon. If Aatrox was healthier, if Aatrox like maybe he stays, he's like maybe I can like be a little bit useful just to sway the fight, then I can see this. But they're really just opting into a 3v3 at dragon. It doesn't matter that LeBlanc died if Aatrox is running. And Sejuani used ulti too, right? Yeah. So they're down in ult. I don't know. That's really sloppy play. A lot of damage on the Aatrox. So LeBlanc's feeling really good right now. So once again, Ezreal's performing well. This champion keeps doing well in all these games. Just because if the enemy team messes up once, then it's really hard to... It's a lot harder to mess up on Ezreal. Like, you do your job, you survive laning phase, you get into mid game, you're strong with your 2 to 3 items. Okay, so I do want to see... Okay, so Splice, they're walking around bot river. I do like this. They have control finally. You can see the Aatrox and Sejuani moving together. But yeah, they're still so scared 2v2, and rightfully so. Olaf, LeBlanc, even though LeBlanc is 0-1, he's up 30 CS, he's farming well. Olaf is really strong too. And they got Aatrox at base, so that's pretty good. I do think that Shulk's comp makes a lot of sense this game. Once they're up 1,000 gold, but even if it's dead even, like say they lose first turret, Ezreal's going to go mid, Ryze, LeBlanc are going to be in the side lane. The only thing you really have to worry about is whoever's matching the Ornn, if it's Ryze versus Ornn. And Aatrox just dies. So good roam. Is that first turret mid? Yeah. Wow, Sejuani burns his flash. What? No way, dude. Olaf has smite. That's too insane. Then Sejuani dies mid. What is happening this game? So I want to see this game kind of calm down. This Varus pick has been pretty unimpactful. They haven't been able to play around it at all. That's too insane. That should never happen. Rise Olaf meeting up. Getting rid of this bot river vision. They see the Brav, see the Sejuani. This vision is really important once you have mid turret down, because as you can see, look how far LeBlanc can push the Aatrox back. He has so much free time to move. Aatrox is so far back. It buys their team so much time to move in freely, get some control. LeBlanc can do it again. So I do like the way they're playing. They should be able to get these objectives, Rift Herald and Dragon, whichever one they choose. And going for these side turrets is super easy when you have mid turret down. So I expect both side lane outers to fall kind of soon. Easy kill for the Olaf. And LeBlanc has enough time to go mid, catch the wave. He didn't even miss anything. Aatrox has one wave of prio. So they give a bot turret for that. Was that worth it? Probably not. So Ezreal cleared the wave. Olaf spacing right away, running bottom. Ezreal has ult, but they're kind of trying to mess with the Sejuani. And Braum blocks it. So turret for turret, end up getting a kill topside. They don't get the Rift Herald. So I am shocked that Olaf backed here instead of going for Rift Herald. Maybe he thought he could save the turret, but nope. So bot turret's down, mid turret's down. It is 1920, so no one's getting this Rift Herald this game. One dragon, one dragon. Ocean's coming up soon. Now I'm even more surprised that Olaf didn't go for that Rift Herald, because they don't get it this game. In a game where they had complete control. Rise Flash. So they get top turret. Get dragon. So Shulk can really set up this Baron super well. There's no turrets top lane. Like tier 2 is down. Tier 1's down mid. They can get complete control of this top jungle. So Splice is using numbers to clear mid. No one's bot lane. So the Ornn's coming mid, Aatrox is top. They just need to get rid of this vision so that Varus can kind of play the game. He does have Winzus now. So this Varus is really strong. Yes, he's 0-1, but it's a mid-game AD carry. He's got his 2 core. He will be doing more DPS than the Ezreal if he can free hit. I want to see him just burn ulti on the Gragas or something and just go for the kill. Sejuani all double distortion. Ezreal can clear mid now. And the Rise is... He saw the Sejuani, so he's free to just do this. He can consistently push bot lane, smash the turret a little bit. Yeah, and Olaf hovered down, so now Ornn has to give it up. Varus does have first push mid. So what's good by Splice is that look top lane, yes, they ended up losing bot turret because of it, but it did free them up to kind of push top and mid to get rid of Shulk's control in the top river. I'm just curious what their, so that's Varus Flash, what their mid game plan is here. Are they going to try to force Baron? They do have this Varus. He's really not going to be getting much stronger than he is now. The Rise is scaling, LeBlanc scaling. See, at this point, you can see how oppressive the Shulk comp is. When you have a good 1-3-1, you really do not need kills. You want a low kill count on the board, and you just push out waves. Once you get your setup, it's so oppressive to deal with. And a lot of 1-3-1 games, you see teams with the 1-3-1, when they get prio in a side lane, they immediately like run mid to try to fight. But that's not ideal. What's ideal is to just push lanes, keep the enemy laners under turret, and then when they mess up, you can kind of get some turret damage. You can rotate, bait them into bad situations. You do fight with numbers advantage if you have it, but you don't have to force it. The important thing is that you have all the information and they don't. So use the information to make a really good decision. You can see Splice kind of doing what they have to. They're sacking top. They're leaving it just to push mid together to try to get any type of control around mid. So I really want Splice to fight here. They have to. Maintain control. They gave up river. Killed Olaf. Ornn dove a little deep. Okay. That was like their best look though. I do like how Splice just sacked top. Like you can see it right here, like Aatrox cleared this wave and they're like, okay, dragon's up in 1 minute. We need this dragon. So Aatrox just ditches the wave, comes mid, they push this out together. Ornn is coming mid too. You're like, okay, now we have control. It would have been nice if they can hold this area, but they kind of just walk in because they're prioritizing mid wave so much. But yeah, I do like this fight. I kind of want to see what would happen if Ornn was with the squad instead of flanking. But at least they didn't just sit back and slowly lose to 1-3-1. So I respect it. If you're behind versus a 1-3-1, you have to go for plays like that. Ornn dies. Alright. Looks like game. Double inhib. LeBlanc's going bottom to catch the wave too. Very good Baron usage. Nice. Do they stay or base? They have a lot of money. So they are staying. They're waiting for some minions to come in with Baron buff. The first wave of supers are right here. Another pause. 3 pauses this game. They really caught upset there. Doesn't he have cleanse? Oh, they just did it. I mean, he's still autoing. What? So if they can hold, it's actually not too bad. So they're actually farming a lot of waves now. So pretty costly mistake. Obviously the game is still in Shulk's favor, but now they're in one of those stressful situations where you gotta end the game. You gotta get this Baron and win. If you mess up one team fight now, then Splice is definitely back in the game for sure. They have 3 waves of supers coming into their base every time, so lots of income. So Shulker on a timer now. Push in waves, get this Baron. This Baron should be 100% free. And now just don't die. Dying in a side lane is hella troll right now. So inhibitor coming back up. 1 inhib down soon. Yeah, 1 inhib down. Go for the rise. Alright, that's Ornn ulti. That should be the game. Now they have 3 waves coming in. They have Baron buff. Don't go too aggro. HP bars are what matter here. Olaf goes in. Yeah. Alright, so pretty good game. I thought they had really nice setups, Shulk, just with their 1-3-1s. And they're really patient with everything until they died bot lane. So that is really, really good to see. A lot of teams are very impatient with their 1-3-1s. So good stuff. Now as for Splice, what could they have done differently? It does seem like their bot lane didn't really get involved in the game. Their 1-3-1, I mean, they had advantage topside early, but then that one gank kind of ruined it when Olaf was there, and then they went for the Ornn ulti top. So maybe be more patient there. Remember that you have legitimately like 4 minutes, 3 minutes to make that play when Ryze has no flash. So force Olaf to either be inefficient or go away from top lane to try to shadow that play. Because doing it right away is way too obvious. Also, maybe you go for a Sivir next time so that you get perma push bot lane. The way the game kind of played out is very much unimpactful. Never really got pressure bot lane, never got pressure mid. They didn't really play around it too well. The times that they grouped mid to get vision, they didn't like maintain the vision and have like the front to back team fight you want with a Varus. So very well played by Shulk. Splice is still a good team. I do like the way they obviously understand how to use numbers and sack waves to get pressure. So excited for more games from both these guys.